few off to the side. A couple on the bottom there. There's more there. But there's still some there. Yeah, there's a bunch right there. See how they're all in a row right on the bottom? That's when I know they're bass. Some of that's probably bass too. Yeah, we're about to jack them up. All right, I'm gonna spin around here. I'll probably throw that swim bait. We'll get out here off of them a little bit. Pretty much be casting up on that flat there.
I'm gonna throw that football jig, try to get some of those less aggressive, bigger fish, see if we can't trick some.
All right. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I'm a fan of having two guys fishing in the boat at once. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're on a big reservoir down south or on a natural lake up north. I mean, the ability for one guy to be doing a presentation completely different from the other guy is invaluable. I mean, it's you know, you can cover so much more of the water column. You can figure out the mood of the fish, you know, quicker. One guy's dragging something slow, maybe out deep on an edge. You know, another guy's out, you know, working a more of an aggressive presentation up higher in the water column, spinner baits or top waters or whatever, you know. Even out here, you know, one guy can be throwing a crankbait or hopping a spoon, and the other guy can be dragging something like a football jig or a big worm until you start, you know, one guy starts getting bit, and then you can both kind of hone in on the activity level of the fish, how they're behaving. You know, are they wanting it moving fast? Are they reacting to the bait? Or are they just kind of, you know, sneaking up behind it while it's crawling along and biting it as you get near a piece of cover, or get up on those clean, hard spots?
You know, it can be really funny and ironic how much you can learn from getting your butt kicked out of the back of your own boat. I remember one time a couple years ago, I had a co-angler in the back of my boat. I was flipping a jig on, I believe it was 20-pound test, flipping some pretty heavy cover, 20-pound fluorocarbon, and he was flipping the same jig on 16-pound fluorocarbon. And I got a royal butt whooping like I have never received before. I mean, he blew it out of the water, and I had, like, you know, a little squeaker limit. So, you know, we weren't doing anything different. We were casting the same stuff, but small little subtleties like that really make a big difference. You know, some people debate whether that kind of small stuff matters, and I promise you it does. So you really got to pay attention to what your co-angler's doing, what your pro's doing, you know, however the layout is. Pay attention and, you know, see where they're casting, see how they're casting, see what part of the water column they're dissecting, and just keep trying something different until you find something that works. There you go.
There's one on a swim bait. All about that same size.
Choked it though, didn't it?
Yeah. Thought it hit bottom. I mean, you can't even see the swim bait. That's a small fish and a big swim bait. I mean, they're feeding good. They're just, it's funny how many small ones are grouped up in here. That'll be a big one. All right. Yeah, I mean, from the tournament side, you can learn a lot just having someone in the back of the boat, whether you're fishing together as a team or, you know, if it's a draw tournament and you're a pro, you've got a co-angler in the back, and you know, you may have found your fish doing one thing and then you carry the co-angler along and he's doing something completely different in those same areas and starts jacking them behind you. I mean, that's definitely an advantage, something you can pick up on to maybe the mood of the fish have changed or where their position has changed, and you would have missed that not having a guy in the back of the boat doing something different than what you were doing. So there's lots of advantages having more than one guy fishing in a boat.
Check us out at wired2fish.com.